Thanks for tuning into this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday.
And both sides on the floor. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. First for the Thunder. Backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot, a physical and cruising big man at 6'10". Big Kendrick Perkins. That's Durant. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala. And it's Lee in at the 4. Shot clock at 2. Durant with the steal. With the lead pass, Curry with the steal. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Curry's got the first points up on the board for the Warriors.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29. And I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark was talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
So it's the Warriors now. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Mark Jackson gave me a couple of moments. I asked him what he thought would be the key for them, and he told me dealing with the penetration of Russell Westbrook. He's one of the most explosive athletes in the game. We've got to send him to help and rotate early to deny him finishes at the rim. Guys, that's never easy.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Durant, no good. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Well, his heart might be in Oklahoma City now, but growing up, Kevin Durant said he wanted to be, of all things, a Raptor. That's right, he was a Raptor fan. A lot of it, he said, was just wanting to be part of something new.
Now here's Westbrook. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Durant. The feed to Cephalosha. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. And going back to Durant, I'm sure the Raptors would have loved to have had him. I got to be honest, I did not know he grew up a Raptors fan.
I had no idea. I'm guessing maybe he fell in love with Vince Carter at the dunk contest.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the second time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable, too. But it seems, as Mark Jackson said, that things be a-changing in the Bay Area. And for the better.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. In low to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State. Bogut lead. And the layup is good.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Now here's Westbrook. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And Durant, here we go. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got his second bucket. And for the Warriors, a scrappy, hard-fought win over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. They also, Steve, gave the Spurs a lot of trouble in the second round.
They sure did. That series might have turned out a lot different if they hadn't collapsed in game 1. But the Warriors showed tremendous resilience in bouncing back and really making that series so competitive.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Ibaka with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Ibaka backs down. The kick out to Westbrook. It's stolen by Curry. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. Dishes to Thompson. That evens the score. Thompson's got his first points in this one.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Ibaka with a screen on Curry. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
And it's Lee penetrating. Back to Bogut. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, one thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts. It's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
Now here's Westbrook. Outside Durant. Fires the three. Gets it to go. Durant's got his third basket of the night.
You know, no matter what you do with Durant defensively, nothing bothers him. You try to be physical with him. You know, that's probably your best bet. But that's easier said than done because he can get around you with that speed and quickness. But really what he's looking to do is create space and shoot over the top.
And you've just highlighted a lot of what he has from a skills standpoint. But it's his demeanor, that unflappable nature, that always in attack mode. He's got the quick release. He's got the size to shoot over most any defender. And he can go for buckets in a hurry. He's streaky, but he's efficient as well as effective for long stretches. He's special.
And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role. But a lot of critics have been surprised that Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Warriors leading. Thompson right side. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here's Durant. He has 7. He's covered by Iguodala. Durant the pass to Cephalosha. Durant against Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Ezeli's checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Lee sets a screen for Curry. That one wide left.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And Durant backing in. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, with so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
Now, here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 7 points in the game. Outside Westbrook. Collison with a screen on Curry. Westbrook pushes to Collison. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee. But, Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively. And when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
Left side, Westbrook. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Good on the shot. Westbrook's got 6.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Curry gets the screen from Lee. Curry attacking Iguodala. Thompson outside. Iguodala outside. Tries again. Buries the jump shot. He has 7. Thunder trailing by 3. Westbrook passes to Durant. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Off to a really solid start. He's knocked down 4 of his first 5 shots.
Here's Ibaka.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Just 5 on the clock. And Thompson kicks to Curry. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The pass to Lee. Goes back up. The shot is off. Ibaka. It's a nice D. Thunder trailing by 3.
Well, what you love about David Lee is he's a guy with a great combination of skill and effort. Double-double guy almost every night out. He'll give you 3 or 4 assists a game. You can hit the mid-range jumper. You can run your offense through him on the elbow. Really, really good player.
Now Lee, after Westbrook's missed 3. Curry, defended by Durant, and that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hashim Thabit, he's checked in for Ibaka. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Cephalosha. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Durant, that's good. And Steve, I give David Lee a lot of credit for stepping it out at the center position, both in New York and then Golden State. You know, Clark, I never once heard him complain.
No, he's always a team-first guy and goes out there and does what he can to help his team. But you know, he's got to be thrilled to be playing next to a legitimate center in Andrew Bogut. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Outside Jackson. Back to Durant. Pass to Jackson. He dishes it to Durant. Covered by Barnes. Fade away. And again, Kevin Durant. Durant's got 13.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Kicks to Iguodala. And so it's a time. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. He shoots again. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And, of course, last year's superb free throw shooting above 90%.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Douglas. Gives him the lead pass. Gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 1. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
Here is Durant. After the made shot from Azir, Durant dishes to Jackson. Great D that time from Azir.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Now the dish to Douglas. Passes it to Barnes. He kicks it to Iguodala. Iguodala right side. Again, Iguodala missing. Feeds to Douglas. Takes a 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
3-pointer. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Spence. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
The Warriors have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Well, they were very pleased with their free throw numbers a year ago. They knocked down about 79% from the stripe as a team.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
They get it again. The beat, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Douglas for three, and that is good. Douglas has got 6 points. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, gentlemen, one of the best motivators in all the NBA is doubt, and the Warriors had plenty of that prior to last season. Coach Jackson made sure to use it to their advantage, however. He would post up where the media predicted them to finish, usually near the bottom of the West. It helped them play with an edge, as David Lee said. That's why we're going to go out there every single night and play with a chip on our shoulder and try to prove somebody wrong. I doubt they'll have that same resource this season, given how they finished, guys.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris. Here's Lamb after the made shot from Douglas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, Kevin, it all starts with that shot blocking. He takes up a lot of space out there.
Yeah, everybody wants to score inside, but he'll have you make other plans. He's a real game changer inside. You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the third best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cephalosha comes in for Kevin Durant. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Fisher after the made shot from Spates. Perkins kicks to Fisher. Screened by Perkins. Fisher with the ball. Now guarded by Douglas. The Thunder with another miss. And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA?
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, the Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So, and now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive.
Iguodala kicks to Bogut. Back to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. He feeds it to Spates. And easy 2 points on the layup. Spates has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, beautiful drive there, going right around the bigger man.
Here's Fisher. There's a good screen. Off the screen. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Now here's Lamb. After the miss from Douglas. From past the arc. And that one's good from Fisher.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Warriors leading by 3. Douglas with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Barnes. The Thunder pull it in.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
So far in the game for Douglas, he has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two. Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
It's Thompson off the drive, a putback, and the jam by David Lee. And the Warriors lead by 5.
This is just great anticipation. The putback jam.
Oh, he had some big-time intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Now here's Durant. 16 points for him. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Durant's got 18 points in the game. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
Now Westbrook, after the missed 3 from Douglas. Westbrook passes to Perkins. That's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint. And with Harden out of OKC, you knew that Russell Westbrook would have a lot of burden on his shoulders to be a playmaker, and he responded. I think he was very active last year in terms of distributing the ball.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too, keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look.
And for Westbrook playing alongside Durant, some have said he needs to be more of a passer, less of a scorer. Clark at that point guard position.
I think that's some of the most misguided criticism that anybody could levy at him. He is a scorer. He is an aggressive, attacking guard. I just think he has to play to his strengths, and that's where he is, and that's who he is, and I think he's fantastic. I don't think there's anybody that's more dangerous in the backcourt than Russell Westbrook.
Oh, here's Curry, following the shot by Kevin Durant. He is athletic to perfection. And the Warriors lead by 2. Clark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Now, here is Ibaka. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Barnes. There's the feed to Curry. No one near him. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He passes it to Cephalosha. Here's Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Kendrick Perkins. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
You know, you look over at how tough the West has been over the last decade or so, and my, you've never seen a team dominate that conference the way the Thunder did last year. They were on the roll.
And Westbrook, here we go. No good from Lamb. Golden State's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Stolen by Durant. Inside. Oh, the jam by Lamb. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
The Thunder with the lead. The record for the Thunder against the West, 39-13. This numbers that you never really see for a team playing against what is always, Steve, a very tough Western Conference.
Well, just to give you an idea of how good the Thunder were in the West last year, I mean, you'd have to go all the way back to the 08-09 season to find another club that had more than 39 wins against the West. That was the 09 Lakers, of course, who went on to win it all.
Now Thompson. after Jeremy Lamb's three-pointer that didn't go. There's the double team with Lamb. 5 on the clock. It's Curry outside. And the Warriors get it back. Dishes it to Lee. Defended by Durant. Back to Curry. And the pass to Barnes. Back to Curry. Over Lamb. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go. Thunder shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Outside Durant. Right side Durant. Ibaka with a screen on Lee. Shot clock at 6. Cephalosha dishes to Lamb. Hits it from three-point range. Lamb's got 7 points in the game.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. He's got 11.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Westbrook against Curry. And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. Working on Thompson. And Westbrook gets it to go.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Warriors trail by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Well, David Lee, an all-star for the second time last season. He averaged almost 18 points, 11 boards, and 4 assists a game. In fact, he became only the 5th player in Warriors history to clear 17, 10, and 3. Lee said of his assist, quote, "Teams are giving me a lot of attention. A lot of times the natural thing is to find the open man. But," he added, "I don't care about numbers. I get satisfaction from winning." And Kevin, the Warriors did that, with Lee making the first playoff appearance in his career.
Well, Doris, they really established that culture, and I guess those guys are buying in. Westbrook with the steal. And he lobs it up. Durant.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Now Thompson. He's got 11. There's the screen. Pass to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And the Warriors get it back.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. The second chance effort. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the way. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your pass, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between games served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best. After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Curry passes to Lee. Back to Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
They grabbed their own miss. That's good. And it's 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And something else he does that might not wind up in the stat sheet, but is still a big part of his game, his leadership defensively. Collectively, they're a much better team when he's on the floor.
Westbrook against Curry. Collison with the screen for Westbrook. Right side Westbrook. takes the 13-footer, and it's Westbrook again missing. Warriors trail by 4. Barnes kicks to Thompson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And here is Durant. He's got 22. For the 3. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Thunder up by 1. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
NBA basketball on a Saturday night. Oh, the perfect weekend activity.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The west span of the Bay Bridge. Our view as we welcome you back to the San Francisco Bay Area.
The Warriors have to improve their approach against Kevin Durant.
8 rebounds, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
They sure have, and clearly he's gotten in their heads because of it, Clark. The guys are looking over their shoulder now, always worrying about where he is.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Warriors trail by 3.
Russell Westbrook suffering that torn meniscus in his right knee after the collision with the Rockets' Patrick Beverly in the first round of last year's playoffs. Really just derailed the Thunder's hopes for a championship.
No problems knocking that one down. Thompson's got 16.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Screen by Ibaka. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. For the lead. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Durant against Curry. Back to Bogut. And he takes that ball up and fires it through. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Durant on the pick from Ibaka. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Count it, and the foul. They get Andre Iguodala. Going back to Westbrook until that knee injury. He'd never missed a game in his 5-year NBA career. Clark, the longest consecutive games streak in the NBA.
How about going back to college and high school? Didn't miss any games there either.
True, right,
Remarkably durable. And so this is really his first experience with a major injury, Kevin. Knowing him, though, and his tenacity and his desire to be great, I think he's going to be able to respond just fine.
Gets it to go.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. He made all 3 of their shots.
Durant attacking, working on Lee. Outside Westbrook. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. And not just wins, we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Outside Durant. No good. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
And the shot is good.
Nice start for the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
A A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Thompson. Kendrick Perkins grabs the miss.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
And finished off by Westbrook.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Here's Thompson. The Thunder making the shot. Bogut the pass to Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Durant. He's covered by Iguodala. And Durant gets double teamed. Cephalosha. The three, just 4 to shoot. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Cephalosha.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Stolen by Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Now here's Durant. After the miss from Klay Thompson. He dialed that one up from long distance. And now it's up to 25 points for Kevin Durant. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Bogut with the screen on Westbrook. Lee outside. 6 to shoot. Ibaka on him. Looking to end the run. No good from Lee.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, a great effort.
Cephalosha kicks to Perkins. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Perkins got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
And Oklahoma City making the change here. The Beats checked in.
They ran that inbound play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
Ibaka. This is to Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. A 3-ball. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists now tonight.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks. Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Soft touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 11 points.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Warriors trail by 10. Here's Curry. He's got 13. Puts it up from 17. Again, Golden State. Oklahoma City's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Cephalosha kicks to Durant. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Durant the pass to Adams. Shot is no good. And Golden State will come the other way.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Outside Westbrook. It's Durant on the wing. The kick out to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Separation misses.
Well, guys, Andrew Bogut, when he's right and healthy, he really is one of the elite interior defenders in the NBA. He's a terrific help defender. He not only blocks shots, but he's also good at drawing charges, which is a rare combination.
Tony Douglas is checked in for Golden State. The Warriors shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Westbrook against Curry. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Goes up the baseline. Up and in on the layup. And that's 13 points for Serge Ibaka. Going back to Bogut, you know, Clark, you mentioned his defense. Steve, offensively, he's got some skills there as well.
Yeah, his shooting touch has been hampered a bit by the elbow injury he suffered. But a skilled passer, he can dribble, and he can really make plays in the half-court offense, catching off that pick and roll and finding open men.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Back to Westbrook from outside the arc. Tries again. Another shot. The shot is off. Nice D from Spates. Warriors trail by 5. Curry attacking Douglas. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Thunder shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And Durant backing in. Shoots a fader. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
No good on the triple.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
For 3, Durant. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 8 rebounds in this game. Curry kicks to Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Maurice Spates swapped teams once again last year. This time joining Cleveland. Now he finds his way to Golden State. Spates very talented, but you wonder if he's ever really going to find his niche with one team for more than a year or two.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Spates, primarily, Clark, a pick-and-pop big man.
Yeah, I like his nice soft touch, Kevin. It's really solid in the mid-range area. He's a pretty decent rebounder as well. I think he's a very productive backup and young enough to where he's still got some room to grow.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. For 3, Durant. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
His touch has disappeared in this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Now here's Westbrook. 22 points for him. Outside for Durant. Puts one up from 19, and that one's good. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Hey, right here.
Curry outside. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. .125 left in the 3rd quarter. Spates kicks to Curry. He dishes it to Barnes. Clock at 6. Back to Curry. Over Westbrook. Stephen Curry again. Curry's got 13 points in the second half.
And he has picked it up here in the second half. Really lighting it up now.
Westbrook gets to Durant. Covered by Barnes. And Durant backing in. Westbrook kicks it to Lamb. Lets the three fly. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Barnes can't get it to go.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Now here's Curry. He's got 19. Tries to keep it alive. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Cannot hit.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
3-quarter. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Warriors trail. Iguodala outside. Back to Curry to take the lead. Here's Azili. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Oklahoma City shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Outside Durant. Durant drawing the double team. Collison working against Spates. Collison kicks to Lamb. 5 to shoot. The dish now to Durant. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Maurice Spates. And Durant, here we go. The beat can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take it. They now take the lead. 20 points for Andre Iguodala. Right down the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks was discussing with his players. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and over 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Poked away. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Winning or not, it's not going to be a happy locker room when we get to halftime. I mean, they've had a lot of turnovers, and that's not acceptable.
Man, I'm sure they're going to hear about that from the coaching staff. They're very fortunate, actually, to be leading this game right now.
Now Curry. After Jeremy Lamb three-pointer that didn't work.
I like the way that he was really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Jackson with it. Pass to Lamb. 6 on the shot clock. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on Thompson.
The only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Ibaka with the screen on Curry. Jackson kicks to Ibaka. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Collison that time on the assist from Ibaka. And it's a tie ball game. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11" wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise offensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you got to love his upside. A lot of potential.
Curry, defended by Durant. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Curry is a constant threat offensively, Kevin. As soon as he crosses half court, you have to pick him up. He's got unlimited range, but also the shiftiness on the dribble, the ability to create space, get into the paint, and either hit a little floater or find a teammate for a jump shot.
Well, one of the best shooters in the game, Steve, no question about that. The passing ability is there too, but it's his honey sweet stroke that really is his best quality.
Durant for 3. That's good. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Curry against Jackson. Curry kicks to Thompson. Thompson off the pick from Barnes for 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
He kicks to Lamb. Deflected. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Ibaka with some nice D.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
To take the lead. And it's Durant laying it in. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Barnes passes to Thompson. Feeds it to Barnes. And the call will be against Nick Collison. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Russell Westbrook in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here's Thompson. And Curry, here we go. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Azili. Second chance shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
On the free throw, no good. The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And Durant backing in. He feeds it to Lamb. Misses the 3.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down. Again, he did make 2 in the first half.
Iguodala left side. And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next foul will put them over the limit and in the bonus.
Chance to get some easy points at the line here, so it makes sense to be aggressive.
Backing down his lead. The shot misses. Great D that time from Collison. It's Durant with the drive. That's good.
Drop back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Derek Fisher's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. That's good from Durant.
You know, really hard to try to compare Kevin Durant to somebody. I mean, it might come from who he says he modeled his game after. In an interview last season, he said that it was Larry Bird who shaped how he played growing up as a youngster.
Pass to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Here's Lee. Iguodala takes the 3. That one goes. Iguodala's got 23.
Boy, he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
One thing Durant shared in common with Bird, Deadly outside shot, even under pressure.
Yeah, I love his unflappable nature. Kevin Durant just seems unfazed during pressure times of the games, and I think even more so, he just enjoys it. He wants that pressure. He wants the ball in his hand.
And Thompson throws it down. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Well, it seems to me that they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially at the offensive end, guys.
Thompson, left side. The feed to Curry. Leads him in there. Here's Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's up to 25 points for Andre Iguodala. Dishes it to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Knocking down the open shots and really putting a nice flow to their game.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, the way he played last season and the strides he made in terms of defensive presence and the fact he's a consistent threat, we can start calling David Lee an elite power forward, in my opinion. The numbers are certainly there.
Denver Perkins is checked in for the Thunder. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Derek Fisher. Thunder trailing by 6. And for David Lee, last season, the second All-Star appearance in his career, one with the New York Knicks, and last year as a Warrior. The first All-Star appearance for the Golden State Warriors, Steve. And hard to believe in 16 years.
That's a long time, but it's been a pretty big dry spell for that franchise. But you know, you talk about Lee, he led the league last year in double-doubles, had 56 of them during the season. So, you know, is he elite? I don't know if he's elite, but he's a borderline all-star, made it last year. But one of the top, let's say, 5-6 power forwards in the game.
And that's high praise.
Yeah. 100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Now, here's Curry. He passes to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Curry can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 4. Durant attacking. The pass to Lamb. Back to Durant from downtown. David Lee comes up with the rebound. Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field and have failed exactly 50%. And the shot is good. That's 29 points for Andre Iguodala. Now Westbrook. Outside for Durant. The Thunder with another miss. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. First free throw is good.
Well, Stephen Curry, really the engine that drives the Warriors offensively. And I don't know if there's a more entertaining player in the whole league than Steph Curry. I mean, he's one of the elite shooters already early in his career in league history. And he's a leader for this team off and on the court. Just very, very impressive.
Lamb dishes to Westbrook. Knocks down the 3 ball. Westbrook's got 17 now, just in the second half.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Westbrook. Curry against Westbrook. A drive by Iguodala. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And Curry last season logging heavy minutes, a good sign that he was able to hold up physically.
Yeah, and despite those concerns over that right ankle, he really had a tremendous season. I thought competed better defensively. Not the most athletic guy, but possibly the most skilled player in the league when you look at his ability to handle the ball, shoot with range, and pass.
It was great to see him get on a big playoff stage and show the rest of the country just what they've got to look forward to. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
The Thunder shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Perkins with the screen for Westbrook. Nice D from Bogut.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
Yeah, Clark, you know, rebounding is a team effort. Everybody's boxing out. Everyone is accountable for doing a nice job collectively.
And the Thunder making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. Thunder trailing by 10. And Westbrook, here we go. Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on David Lee.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 25 points and 4 steals. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
Yeah, those things are related, Clark, because when you can knock down shots, now you draw the defense to you. Now you got passing lanes for your teammates.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
Here's Ibaka. Misses.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Second free throw, no good. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Curry can't get it to go. Under trailing by 5. Ibaka with the screen on Lee. Durant for 3. That's good. Durant's got 41.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
144 left to play here in the fourth. And Curry, here we go. The shot, no good.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Lee. Durant at the pick from Ibaka. 6 to shoot to tie it up. Foul call downtown on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. You said it, Clark. They haven't really played competitively enough to stay in this game, yet they've been out-rebounded throughout.
No, they haven't completely out-hustled them under the boards today, and that's a concern. I mean, rebounding, as we've talked about many times, Kevin, is about effort and attitude, and we just haven't seen it here.
Well, he didn't waste those opportunities, and that's just what they needed with the game this close.
Very good outlet. That's good.
I think his team needs to get him the ball every chance they get. I mean, he's 7 for 8 now in the fourth quarter, guys.
Screen by Ibaka. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Curry with the steal. Thompson passes to Iguodala. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Oklahoma City shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Back to Durant. Takes the 3. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Thompson outside for 3. Cannot hit. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And here is Durant. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. easily. Now a timeout call by Golden State. The score is knotted at 124. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bogut with it. Right side Curry. Lee fires. Oh, missed it. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from... Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Pass to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 37 points for Andre Iguodala. Oklahoma City trailing. Westbrook up top, guarded by Curry. And Bogut with the block. Curry dishes to Iguodala. And Durant with the block. To take the lead. Offensive rebound. Here's Westbrook. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Westbrook's got 29. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves, there's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Ibaka with a screen on Curry. Westbrook drives it. Oh, my
Goodness.
What a huge play.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
The Warriors trailing. Now, here's Curry. Thompson outside. Cephalosha with the steal. And now it's Cephalosha running. It can go all the way. And it's Durant. That time on the assist from Cephalosha. Durant's got 48.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. Poke loose. Westbrook passes to Durant. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Durant's got 50 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Out to Thompson. To help the run. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 25 points in the game. So here's Westbrook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Timeout called the Warriors. Elbow shot. And another basket for Golden State.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook gets a screen from Ibaka. He dishes it to Cephalosha. Back to Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Makes the lead pass. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. But they get it back. 3 minutes gone now here in overtime. Cephalosha kicks to Westbrook. And it's sent back by Bogut. Outside Curry. Nice D from Durant. Thunder shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Iguodala left side. Takes the lead. Iguodala's got 41.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense is really clicking here.
Cephalosha dishes to Ibaka. Working on Lee. 6 on the shot clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Looking at the game for Ibaka. He's got 10 rebounds and also an assist.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. The Warriors lead. Thompson outside. Kicks it to Curry. Back to Thompson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 27 points.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow to this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Cephalosha with it. It's up against Thompson. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Now with the lead, I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take the time, milk the clock a little bit.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
Ibaka with a screen on Lee. Cephalosha kicks to Durant. Oh, hammer! And he'll curve the line.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion, and it just didn't work out that time.
Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The Warriors shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Now the Thunder with it. Westbrook with it. Durant, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Durant. Outside Westbrook. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
Thank you.